Alex, how you doing? Well, I've just done the video on problem, and there's something has to happen a bit. So the problem one is done. That will be uploaded quite soon. But this one is on reaction, overreaction, but reaction. We call it reaction. So yeah, my reaction has been, well, initially was a bit of anger when, of course, they were giving me this rubbish about it being because of the plastic bin. You know, I made a video about difficult neighbours, and I said a couple of things in there that were unkind. Yeah, I made a joke of the fact that when he said he'd speak to her when she gets up, and it was 2 in the afternoon, I made a joke about that, about her being lazy. So it was 2 in the afternoon, so that was one of the things I said that was unkind. And I said something else was unkind. Yeah, about something I shouldn't have commented on, which is true. So I don't mean which is true as in what I said was true, but which I shouldn't have commented on, which is true. I shouldn't have commented there. Anyway, so I deleted that video. I did a video saying I was out of order. Well, again, I think my video saying I was out of order is a bit too much. Because yes, as a Christian, you shouldn't say anything not personal against people, or make personal comments against people. Even though in the video, you know, there was no names mentioned, no descriptions, really descriptions mentioned. The address of the people wasn't mentioned. So it's only because they listened to the videos that they knew I was speaking about her. Otherwise, nobody would know. So really, it wasn't awful. It was unkind. That's about it. It was unkind. It's something I shouldn't have said. But they reacted with utter rage at that. Utter bloody rage. Sharing the video with neighbours. I mean, I was speaking to a friend on the phone at the time, and I said, they're outside. I said, they're slagging me off to the neighbours. And then about an hour later, he said, well, they're gone now. No, they're still outside. They're still slagging me off to the neighbours. Yeah, that continued. Normally, they're in bed well before 12. It was like 3 in the morning before they actually went to bed. They were out talking to the neighbours. And ironically, we were in a point where we're supposed to be keeping a 2 metre distance. They were nowhere near 2 metres away from the neighbours. They were well within a metre. And of course, they had to show the video on a little phone. But sod getting the virus, sod maybe dying. I've got to show the neighbours this to turn the neighbours against this person downstairs. Jesus Christ, how insane. Massively overreacting to some unkind things that were said. You know, whether those things were true or not, the fact that you get offended and get that offended, if I reacted to the same degree about their behaviour over the past 10 months, I would probably be in prison because they would be dead, buried in a ditch somewhere. If I reacted in the same way, massively overreacting as they did, that would be the outcome. Well, that would have been the outcome. They wouldn't be here anymore. Simple. Because when you are that disrespectful for that amount of time and basically sticking 2 fingers up to someone, you know, expecting them to clean up after your disgusting habit, you know, especially at a time when there's a virus which could, as we believe at the time, kill puppies. Jesus Christ, you really are pushing it. Massively pushing it. And pushing it to a point that's why I got annoyed and angry at that time. That's why I said what I said. Because, you know, before the virus, it was an annoyance. That's all it was, just an annoyance. But now we're in a situation, as I say, where this coronavirus could be devastating to me or my pups, or could have harmed or even killed puppies. And so, with that being the case, no, this is not something that's just irritating anymore. It's gone way beyond irritating. And if they felt rage because I said a few things that were unkind, how the bloody hell did I feel when they're still being so disrespectful and their cigarette butts are falling into the areas that the puppies use? I mean, that to me is disgusting. How the bloody hell are you going to do that to puppies? You've got a screw loose in your head. If you're okay with the possibility of risking puppies getting the coronavirus, especially because at the age of puppies, they probably wouldn't be able to cope with that. Oh, of course, they would try and blame me. They would say, well, you didn't pick up the butts quick enough. That's what they do. Guarantee you one thing. If one of those pups had died, I would have broken their necks, both of them. I would have killed them. There'd have been no doubt about it. I would have killed them. I would have gone upstairs, I would have smashed their belly door down, and I would have killed them. No mucking around at all. Because these are puppies. They don't deserve to go through that crap. Because someone is too, whether it's lazy or arrogant or evil or twisted, whatever the bloody thing is, to pick up their own cigarette butts. They can't defend themselves. They're little pups. If any harm would come to them, I would go ballistic. Utterly bloody ballistic. I really would. Because that is not okay. None of that is okay in any way, shape, or form. I mean, if you want to start bringing that worldly shit to me, that attitude of, we don't give a shit about the neighbours and we're going to dump or allow our stuff to fall down to his area, it's called tough shit. The wind blew it down, tough. You're going to bring that shit and expect that there won't be consequences? That's a reaction. That's my reaction. That's how extreme my reaction has been. So their reaction was extreme. Mine has been as well. But I didn't respond in an extreme way. Oh, my reaction has been bloody extreme. I said in previous videos, I was in that situation in the past where 10 or so years ago, God told me I've got to stop allowing people to walk all over me. And I went from allowing people to do even this sort of crap to a point of saying, well, hold it, you deserve to die. If you can be that disrespectful to someone and you can devalue someone so much that you really couldn't care less whether they die as a result of your behavior, then you deserve to die. Of course, that wasn't particularly what God was trying to tell me to do. I think God was really trying to say to me, if people are treating you like that, then you're better not having those people in your life. So get rid of them. Any friends that do that, they're not friends. Get rid of them. I mean, that's probably what God was saying. But I took it to the level of extreme aggression, and rage with people. And that's the point. There is a huge rage within me. I mean, I don't know. I mean, is it because I was in care? Was it because I was abused in every way possible when I was in care? I don't know. I don't know where the rage comes from. I just know it's there. And I did a video previously about James and his mum and how I snapped on a couple of occasions. And on the second occasion, certainly, if that was only a little bit of pushing. I mean, it was continuous, like these upstairs. It was continuous. But it was just a little bit of pushing. And I could have killed her as a result. I mean, if I'd have squeezed a bit harder for a bit longer, I would have choked her to death. So that's the thing. When you know that that is there, you don't want to react in that way. I say that's what was going on in my head. But I didn't respond in that way. That was my reaction. So they had their reaction, I had my reaction. My reaction was probably a lot more extreme than theirs. I say this has been going on for longer for me. I said 2 unkind things on one video. One video. They've been doing this for 10 months. So the levels of of orderness really, it's like what I did was a mouse, what they've done is an elephant. And so my rage and my reaction to a lot of it has been incredibly raging sort of stuff. But I've not reacted to it. I've not allowed myself to go down that avenue. But the problem is that I can't allow things to just continue as they are, partly because of the risk of the coronavirus. I mean, we're talking, generally speaking, I think with that we could be maybe a few years for this situation to resolve this virus, because I watched something the other day where they were talking about it and they're saying they don't know whether people's immunity to it once they've had it will last longer than a couple of months. Because the original SARS didn't last that long, the immunity to it. Thankfully, it didn't continue that long. It was only a couple of years. It didn't actually infect that many people compared to this one. I mean, the figures right now are very scary. In America, you've got 719,000 people infected, which is frightening, seriously frightening. 38,000 people dead in America. 617,000 active cases. That's terrible. I mean, a bit more close to home in the UK, we know that the death rate of people where the virus is actually reported to the NHS, where someone is in a serious enough condition, is that of the people where the cases have been resolved, the far majority of those, about at least 80%, are dead. They died. So the UK is so bad with regards to those recovered. On the area of total recovered for the UK, it just says non-applicable. And it's said that for the past 3 days. And that's because the numbers are so bad. If the numbers were good, they would put them up there. But for 3 days, it says not applicable when it comes to total recovered. Every other nation has put their total recovered on there, apart from the UK. We live in a bad country. And please understand something with regards to some things I've said in this one. My intention was never to kill the people upstairs. That wasn't what I ever wanted to do. I was simply saying if a puppy had died, then I would have gone ballistic to the point where their lives would have been seriously in danger. That's the reality, because of the fact that the reason I had to stop or delete videos on this issue all day today, all day yesterday, and the day before, is because whenever I spoke about this stuff, the anger in me just kept on coming out. And there's an awful lot of anger in there about this. It really is. So I can guarantee you one thing, folks. What I said, the things I said that were unkind, that was me being incredibly controlled. Incredibly controlled. Only a tiny bit of anger came out in that recording. Only a tiny bit. That was nowhere near what's there. Nowhere bloody near. So, there you go. There's a reaction one. And I've been honest about it. I'm not going to lie about the situation. That is it. That's the situation as it is. There's a lot of anger. There's a lot of hatred in this situation now. It really is. So we've got to find a solution, because this can't continue. If it continues, then this, I'm not sure how this ends. It's not good. That's a certainty. I certainly don't want to snap with these people. I don't think that'd be a good outcome. And I don't want to do that, because I don't think that'd be the right thing to do, or to allow myself to do that. So I've got to try and find a solution to it. where it can be a quick solution, because even with regards to pups, we've got another litter of pups probably due around October. So really a solution needs to be found before October. So there you go. Tune into the next one, which talks about solutions, because there are quite a few options, well, 4 options really for that. So I'll discuss those options and which one I think is the only one really that's sensible. You take care, God bless, and I pray you're not offended by everything that I said. And as I say, I'm not interested in being violent or aggressive towards anyone, because that's not who I want to be. But it is a case of acknowledging that that's in you, because it is. If you try and lock it away, you're more likely to snap, and you're more likely to behave in a way that is, terminal for somebody. So there you go. You take care. God bless. And I'll speak to you soon when I do the next episode on solutions. All right. Take care. Bye bye.